Neil and Reese on B93. It's CMA Week in Nashville, and we have a guy we want to introduce you to. You're probably familiar with his work, and he's the very definition of continuing in the family business. It's Randy Montana. Randy, how are you?
Great. How are you guys?
Great, thanks.
Good.
Great.
I know this week is an awful lot of work for guys like you, but
sure
are
is.
you enjoying it?
Having a blast, man. Actually just flew in this morning. Just got back to Nashville today at about 11 o'clock. So, yeah, it's kind of been a whirlwind of a day, you know, coming in and doing a bunch of interviews and stuff. But, yeah, having a great time.
What was it like being out on a major tour this year, like Sugarland, for example?
Dude, had a blast out there. You know, getting to play in front of, 12, 13, 14,000 people a night. It's you can't trade that experience for anything, you know. Got to know Jennifer and Christian really well. They were super nice, man. Treated me unbelievably, man. It was really cool, and getting to know the Little Big Town folks too. They were out on tour with the two of us, and it led to other shows actually. Where I'm out with Little Big Town right now. Actually heading to the Midwest, the Northwest here at the end of this weekend. So
you actually collaborated, songwriting-wise, with your dad,
yes,
among others, for
yes.
your upcoming project. What kind of an experience is that?
Getting to write with Dad. I guess we started writing about, we started writing about a year and a half ago. I guess it would be maybe 2 years ago. And it's really cool getting to go to work with Dad. I'd already signed a publishing deal where you're writing for a living, And so getting to go to work with Dad was really cool. And a lot of people ask, it's like, man, what is it like writing with your dad? I mean, do you guys write well together? Do you argue in the writing room? And it's one of those things that we actually work really well together because I grew up, loving the same music that my dad did because that's what he played all the time, We were always listening to Bruce Springsteen and Tom Petty and Willie Nelson, things like that. And it's just, it's a lot of fun getting to go to work with Dad.
Talking about some real chops here with smashes like More Than a Memory and Suds in the Bucket and Bring On the Rain and all these great songs. It just seems, I just admire the songwriter's craft so much. And you started, like many, with a publishing deal.
Yeah.
Did you just want to write and then becoming an artist came later, or was this always the end goal?
Getting into it, I knew I wanted to be an artist. I had been in a band before. I was the front man of a band in college, and we were going around playing fraternity parties and college bars and things like that, having a good old time. But yeah, man, I wanted to start writing and get that under my belt first, and so I signed a publishing deal with wanting to get a record deal was my main goal. And so, man, once we did that, we hit the ground running. So it's been a lot of fun.
What's the best advice your dad ever gave you?
I always tell this story. He was I was talking about writing a song. I was in high school. I was talking about writing a song, and then I was in the middle of writing, and I was like, well, what do you think? And he's like, well, a song usually goes verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, And then he kind of stopped himself and was like, you know what, man, just break all the rules. He's like, there are no rules. Just do it the way you want to do it. And my dad kind of lived by that throughout this whole process. He's been really hands-off. He's really let me, become the writer and the artist that is truly me. I'm not being coached through it. So the best thing he ever did was kind of let me find myself in this.
Well, you're a great talent, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Randy Montana with us live in Nashville, CMA Week on B93. Thank you, Randy.
Appreciate it, guys. Good to see you.
You too.
Hey, that song, Suds in the Bucket?
Yeah.
First time I heard that, I said, that's a #1 song.
That's a smash, isn't it, dude?
Yeah,
that song,
that was awesome.
And every time summer rolls around, that song goes on a recurrent. And I swear to God, I'll hear that thing, 3-4 times a day still,
Yeah.
He still does really well off that song.
Yeah, there's no burn on it at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. Thanks, Randy.
Hey, thank y'all, man.